Hey, first grade. It is Tuesday, April 28th, and it is time for phonics. Our phonics, again, will look different today as well because, again, the video had gotten lost. So yesterday we had just done the sound review on the Wild Colt page. We'd gotten to number 10. Today we're going to go on. We're going to talk about the Wild Colt rule, which is really kind of the craziest sounding rule we have, wild colt. What is a wild colt? Well, it's a baby horse that's right, it's wild, it's not tamed. So that kind of gives you a little inkling of what this rule is going to be about. It's probably going to be a rule that doesn't follow the rule that we are used to. So let's look at some words here. I'm going to share my screen. Let's look at some words that would be considered wild colts. And let's see if you can figure out why. All right, let's get this up here. The first word I want us to look at is the word B-L-I-N-D. We're going to look at this word. We're going to look at F-I-N-D. We're going to look at O-L-D and T-O-L-D. Now, if we were to code these words, let's first look at the top one. We have a vowel here. Our vowel is I, and it is being stopped short. Let's see if I can use this little draw thing and code it with a breve. Ooh, there we go. Now let's sound it out. Blend. Blend. I know blend is a word, but I'm not so sure about blend. Let's look at the next one. Let's find our vowel here, and it is being stopped short, so we will code it with the breve. Let's try to sound this one out. Find. Now wait a minute, neither one of these are making words. Does anybody recognize these words just from sight? Uh-oh, my words went away. We had B-L-I-N-D and F-I-N-D. Yeah, some of you are recognizing them, and it doesn't make, this is blind, the word blind, like you can't see, and this one is find. Well, these rules, or these words are not following our normal rule where the vowel is being stopped short. They are called wild colts, and I'm going to write this up here at the top, nice and big in all capitals. The wild colt rule tells us that if we have the vowel I or the vowel O, and it is followed by two consonants like here, L and D or L and T, it can be a wild colt, meaning it may not follow the rule of being stopped short, and it may say its own name. That's what's happening here. Blind is actually making the long I sound. It's not following our rule. It's a wild colt, like a wild horse that's not been tamed. Same here with find. Okay, so they are giving the examples of I being followed by two consonants, and it's wild. It's not following the typical rule. Let's look at the other two we had. We had old, oops, that's in all caps, old and told. The same thing is happening. This O should be being stopped short with a breve. But because of the wild colt rule, because it's an I or an O, and it's being followed by two consonants, it's wild. It's not following the rule, and it's saying its own name. Old. Old. Same here. Told. Okay? So we're going to look at number 13, 14, and 15 on our packet today. And we're going to try spelling some words that are indeed wild colt words. They're going to have an I or an O sound, and they're going to be followed by two consonants. The first word I want you to try spelling by number 13 is kind. Kind. Now you hear the k coming before an E, I, or Y, so we're going to use K, I, N, D. If you wrote kind like this, That is correct. This is a wild colt. That I should be being stopped short, but it's saying its own name. Next, spell the word fold. Fold. She is going to fold the piece of paper into an airplane. Fold. If you wrote F-O-L-D, that is correct. That is an O being followed by two consonants. It's a wild colt. That O is saying its own name, not following the rule. And let's go to number 15. Spell the word most. Most. If you wrote M-O-S-T, that is correct. Now, over with your coding today, I'm going to look over, let's say at number 18. And we have the word goldfish to code. I'm going to try to do this with my drawing here. So first thing I want to notice, I have two smaller words inside of goldfish. This is a compound word. I'm going to put my syllable division line between my two smaller words, gold and fish. Now, I want to look at the first syllable first, which is the word gold. Normally, I would go ahead and code this with a brief, but galled is not a word. So let's see, this is indeed an O and this is a wild colt. So it is going to not follow the rule, and I'm going to try coding it with a macron and see if that makes a word. Gold. Yes, it does. So it needs to be coded with a macron. Now let's go over to the second syllable, which is the word fish. And this one is following the rules. I have I being stopped short. I'll code it with a brief. That's my vowel that I found. And then I have a digraph here, the SH digraph. This is how goldfish should be coded. And then you will draw a line to this one because there's a picture of goldfish. And I will not try to draw that with my little utensil thing here. Make sure you also go to the back side and fill this out as well. Read the reading and do questions 1 through 3. All right, that's it for today. I will see you guys in the next video.